We're about to get it on. Time for an oil change. So that's what we're gonna do. What I wouldn't do to be at my beach house right now. Excuse me, lake house. But you know, I gotta work. Oil sample. Blackstone. You can go on their website. Just Google Blackstone Laboratories.
Not to be confused with Blackstone Grills.
Not the griddle. Blackstone Laboratories oil analysis kit. They'll send this to you for free. Okay, this is free. They'll send you an envelope to mail it. They'll send you a questionnaire on how much, what oil, what engine, what not. And they send you a little sticker you put on here. And you fill this out, you put your credit card info or check or whatever on here, and you send it to them. And then once they get this, they analyze it, and it's 30 bucks. And they tell you what is wrong with your engine, what kind of matter they're finding in it, whether there's metal, shavings, whether whatever, cooling contamination, anything. So I decided to do one on the fancy because obviously we want to know what we're dealing with here in case. So we're going to send this guy off, and yeah.
It's another Wednesday morning. Back at it. See how this week goes.
Look at that pretty hitchhiker. Huh? Look at that pretty hitchhiker. Oh, I noticed when you open the door, it kind of messes with the ground on that light. It blinks. Yeah. Let's go to work.
We just got here to Siva. Just parked the truck, and we see New over the way, and he's like, I wave at him, he waves back, and he's pointing at this trailer right here because this trailer is the one we're taking. And it's like, no, we know, we don't want to be rude and like block the area by being hooked up. So he's like pointing. It's like, no, we're not being rude. We're not rude people.
Sorry, Kirk. Truck's dirty this week. It's supposed to snow. I didn't want to wash it.
Yeah. It still looks good though.
It's good enough. We'll probably, we might hit the Streaking Beacon on the way home or something on the second leg. Because I think the weather's supposed to be fine after.
I hope.
But our first leg, I think we're going to get a little bit of snow.
Oh my goodness.
Alice will be driving. No.
I cannot wait to see what this week's adventures bring.
It's going to be fun like always.
Let's go get our paperwork and see how heavy our trailer is. Is that our papers? No.
10,000. Come on, bro. It's not a bad weight. I mean, it's 11,000. We'll just stretch her on out and put the tandems all the way back on the trailer, and we'll put all the weight on the drives. But I don't think it's going to be terrible, so we should be all right.
After out of California, of course.
So, of course. Probably have to get skinnier there on that side.
All these new trailers here, and we always get these old guys.
Because they know you can take care of the old.
Yeah, they know you know how to do a good pre-trip.
Sometimes you gotta watch these pins because they're broken off. I always like to take a look.
That's good practice.
But you know what? Here's the thing. You guys in the comments are ragging on these trailers. What is wrong with this trailer? It's not that bad. Yes, I mean, you can't expect a fleet of, I don't even know how many trailers they got, but I would say thousands, for every single one to look pristine, especially these are older. They did step up the maintenance, the tires, the brakes, everything on them is pretty good. I mean, they're DOT-able. That's all that matters. I mean, yeah, I like a new trailer, but Doesn't matter. You're not going to get steel wheels to shine anyway, and that's what they are. Steel wheels.
Oh, it's a Jesus Loves You trailer. I do. It makes you feel special. Allow me to welcome you all back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in, watching yet another crazy week of drop and hook action. I don't think you're going to fit in there today.
Pull it out. They look okay from underneath. Just make
That's
sure
pretty
they're not
narrow.
flat.
I mean, yeah,
But I don't. I'm gonna get all dirty.
It's yeah. You're gonna be cleaning the trailers with your nice new pearl snaps.
Let's hook up.
Let's hook up.
So I PM'd the truck. I crawled underneath it and I greased it. Hence why I didn't have time to wash it, because I was working on the Ford. But again, it's supposed to run into weather, so it doesn't matter. So nothing possibly can go wrong because I greased it. When you grease the truck, it's like you don't even have to check anything. You're good.
That's good to know.
I have to check the oil. Nothing. After a year or more, actually, I was able to afford some new gloves.
What he meant to say is after a year or more, his wife purchased him new gloves because he mentioned that he should buy new gloves, but himself is too lazy to actually do it himself.
No, I'm not lazy.
He's too busy.
Too busy. And it always slips my mind.
So yes, I got him new gloves when I was at Walmart hoarding oil. I bought enough for another oil change. Unfancy, 11 gallons. They always look at me funny when I do that.
Whose wife will do that for that? Actually, one week she went out to Walmart and she brought me 3 sets of 5-gallon jugs in the trunk of her Mustang. So 3 sets of 5-gallon, not jugs, but buckets.
There's a bunch of oil too, like those gallons,
buckets.
I think too.
That's 6 5-gallon buckets she toted home. So I can't imagine what people were thinking. But whose wife will do that? Only mine.
Alrighty guys, that's our ride for this trip. We're going from Sacramento to Denver, Colorado. We're going to do that twice this week. So this is the first leg. I'm going to start driving here at about Fernley, Nevada. Martin does the night shift. That's by choice. I would run nights if he asked, but he wants to run nights. And that's totally okay. One of my favorite shirts. Don't feed the bears. So we need to do our scale prediction. Martin's rolling it over. So we got that antelope scale off of 80 being out of Sacramento.
I think it'll be open, but I think they'll give us the bypass.
All right, let's see how you're doing. So far your record is...
pretty good.
Well, you haven't been wrong yet, so let's see.
But even if we get pulled in, I'm not worried about it.
No. So. All right, well you pull this out.
We're gonna pull it out.
Check the other side. I'm gonna go potty, because that's what I do. And we're gonna get out of here, so you guys hang tight, or go potty if that's what you do.
On there, I'd say it's about time for a change. Luckily I carry a spare.
So I'm in this restroom at Siva. I just want to show you guys something in case you're ever here at the Siva and you use the restroom. You see that guy right there, the doorknob? So it broke on me when I was in here. Like it literally came off, and well, I couldn't get out. And so I put it back on, but that's the only way it would go on. So like, if you see it like this, yeah, I did that.
No more leaks, nice and tight. I guess someone might say just the way I like it. Right? That's someone? I know that's someone. All right. Remind me to buy some more of those. Dropping and hooking, you go through them a lot quicker than being hooked to a regular trailer, but pretty sure that one bad on the flatbed. The flatbed wore them out. I don't know why.
Record stays true. He got another prediction right.
That's right.
And the scale is maybe closed, but it's definitely backed up.
No, it's open. That just closed it down.
That probably saves about 15 minutes of time.
Oh, easy.
For sure.
That scale all day long.
It is so windy out there. Oh my goodness. So no filming outside today. Sorry. Oh man, I made a mistake. I used crush ice, but crush ice plugs up this straw.
Terrible.
I know, now I can't drink my drink. Oh my God, the tragedy. That's horrible. So one of our viewers asked, what is a scale bypass? So what I'm talking about is the ability to essentially bypass entering the scale weigh station. And the way you do that is either with a transponder like this up on your windshield, or you can use an app-based service like we do. We use DriveWise. And essentially what it does is before you approach the scale, you're told in your cab of your vehicle if you need to enter that scale or if you're allowed to bypass the scale and keep going down the highway. So as you all know, we absolutely love DriveWise. And now's the perfect time to let you guys know DriveWise loves us too. So, you know, we've been using DriveWise for pretty much all of this year, right? So DriveWise actually found us here on YouTube, reached out to us and said, hey, we really love your guys' content. We love that you use our product. Can we sponsor a couple videos for you? And I said, of course you can. So DriveWise is sponsoring this video, and they're going to sponsor a couple other videos for us, which is an awesome opportunity for the channel because it allows us to invest back into the channel to make it even better for you guys. So I just want to say, DriveWise, you guys are awesome. We love you whether you sponsor us or not. And we sure do appreciate it though, because I think it's going to do a lot of great things for the channel as we continue to grow. All right, so we're ready to go back on the road. I'm driving now, as you can't tell. We are going to stop in Mill City at the TA and buy our fuel there because it's like $4.60 a gallon, did you say? And that's a whole lot cheaper than anywhere else right now. So
let's see what pump price is.
Pump price? Yeah, let's see.
Man,
we've been battling flies this entire morning in the truck, you know, because we live next to cows.
$5.71, so that's $1.11 off.
Wow, $1.11 off.
After their fees, it's about $1, but still, call it good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll save $1 a gallon, especially when you're buying as many gallons as we do. So that's the plan right now. We're gonna hit the road, and I'm gonna check in with you guys when we get to Mill City. I think Mill City is what, about an hour and a half? 2 hours?
It's about an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah. So won't be that long for you guys though.
Look at her grabbing that ball.
Yeah, so Martin tells me, oh, you know, if you shift up here, it makes it a lot better. He's right. I can't believe you took a year and a half to tell me though.
I never noticed. I never noticed you were struggling, I guess. Especially downshifting. When you try to downshifting from, you know, 12th down to 11th, when you're climbing a hill, it definitely is a difference.
So yeah, I made the executive decision. I'm going to dump this out and try again. The crushed ice does not work with this straw. Plus I grabbed one that was the, well, it has all the sugar and it doesn't taste good to me. So I'm gonna sacrifice this, fill it up again, and try again. Speaking of filling up, we're here at Mill City at the TA, getting our go-go juice. And it's been so freaking windy. Oh my gosh, guys, because I'd be out there right now filming, but one, it's like super cold because of the wind. And two, you would just hear wind noise. When I started driving, we were at 7.2 miles per gallon on the dash. Now it's at 6.8, and we didn't go that far. Headwind, complete and utter headwind, or that slightly side angle headwind, and it's making things a bear. I kind of feel like we might as well be rolling around in Wyoming right now. It's very reminiscent of Wyoming winds and fuel mileage. So that's a bummer. Martin and I are planning to put a whale tail on Fancy. It's essentially a spoiler that goes on the sleeper. That should help with the fuel mileage. I'm not expecting like crazy gains with it, but I think it's enough to make the purchase price of one worth it. So we're calling around, see what we have for options to get one. And yeah, just I guess in the meantime, keep driving around 65, keeping the boost down as low as possible, and just do the best we can, because I mean, that's all we can do, right? So I just got out of the truck stop, and Martin was happening to be going in. He's like, hey, check this out. What happened? So our guess is, well, it got broke somehow, and the wind maybe had something to do with that. So he's getting our receipt, and while he's doing that, he's going to see if they have another lens and maybe some weights for our mud flap too. So I'm going to go back in the truck though. It's cold. Looks like Martin's coming back empty-handed. So I guess they had no lenses or weights. So we're going to carry on down the road. I'm going to enjoy these. guys can't say I never back, because I'm backing right now. I just wish that I could physically show you from outside the truck, but it ain't happening. Anyhow, we're here at the TA in Lake Point, Utah. Sorry, still backing. I gotta do my 30-minute break, and well, we got some stuff happening, so let's talk about it. All right, so I have not gone in yet to the TA because Martin is trying to see if the bunk heater works, the Webasto unit. We haven't ran it for quite a while, so he's seeing if it's still got it. Why are we running the heater? Well, some of you might have guessed it. Wyoming is closed. Yeah, imagine that.
Martin didn't do his job about trip planning because he didn't think it was going to be this big of a deal, because they weren't even forecasting anything for Evanston. Everything was forecasted for like Rawlins east, and it wasn't even going to be that bad. And it's not that bad, but this storm popped out of nowhere over here. Well, it's not really a storm, but it's not enough to mess stuff up, and there's a bunch of accidents, and that's why the sisters are basically shut down. And then Price Canyon, it's looking pretty gnarly there too, so we're probably gonna wait it out, because we thought about rerouting down to Albuquerque, which we have the option of doing that, but again, Price is pretty bad. Yeah. So we're probably not going to do that.
And 25 is going to be bad tomorrow, we hear.
Well,
but
yeah, they're supposed to get snow in southern Colorado. Like Denver's supposed to get snow and everything. So I don't think there's any way around it. It's just going to be one of those weeks where we have to deal with it.
Yeah. So yesterday I was like, oh, we should see about rerouting, but he figured it'd be fine. So we've both decided now, in the future, if we see any sign of snow or chaos in Wyoming, we're just gonna go the southern route, because man, this is silly, because either it eats away at home time or it eats away at the paycheck. So
I don't mind being out here for the paycheck, but if it's gonna eat away like a day plus, then we can't really do that, because well, we can't.
Yeah. So it's just, you know, trip plan, people. But yeah, so Nevada was windy, as you all know. About the last 100 miles though, it was a lovely ride. No wind, beautiful. Ran about 66 miles an hour, got that fuel mileage back up over the 7 mark, and Fancy was happy. I was happy because I wasn't fighting wind. And gosh darn, as soon as we hit Wendover, there's these two like big rock formations and the road goes between them. Yep. That wind, it just picked back up, and it was windy across the salt flats. Martin's and yeah, Martin's disappeared. And yeah, so it was kind of windy on and off all the way here to Lake Point, aka Tuella. I'm gonna say that every video. I'm sorry, guys.
To me, it's Thule.
I mean, that's how it was to me when I was old school trucking. We always put it in our paper logbooks, Thule, and that's how we called it. But
you butthole.
I'm not the butthole. The heater probably is the butthole.
Yeah, it needs reset. Yeah.
All right, so that's where we're at. I don't know. I'm gonna go inside. We're gonna have some food, and we'll kind of see what's up at that point.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up.